Bill Cosby has been released from prison. He was serving a 10-year sentence, but that sentence has been cut short, not because he was found innocent. This has nothing to do with what he was charged with, nor his heinous crimes, but instead this. From the Washington Post. In an opinion written by Justice David Wetch, the court said a prosecutor involved in investigating Cosby, Montgomery County District Attorney Bruce Castor, induced Cosby into making incriminating comments in a civil case by promising him that his statements wouldn't be used in a parallel criminal case. Later, a different prosecutor, District Attorney Kevin Steele, broke that deal and used those comments to prosecute him, a violation of Cosby's Fifth Amendment rights against self-incrimination, the appeals court ruled. The court said Steele was obliged to stand by his predecessor's promise not to charge Cosby. So basically, Cosby got off over a technicality, but this is still a victory for all those people who supported him, and basically they're saying now, yeah, Cosby is innocent, yeah, he really stuck it to all those women who lied about him. To them, this is justice being served, but to everyone else, normal people, this is just yet another example of a celebrity getting away scot-free and facing essentially no accountability for their horrible actions. It has been proven so many times in the past that celebrities and, well, rich people in general have a completely different justice system than us designed for them. I guarantee you, if Cosby was a regular black man, he'd be thrown in a jail cell within minutes with no questions asked. He sure as shit wouldn't be getting off over a technicality. And look at Lori Loughlin, Aunt Becky from Full House. She was involved in a money laundering scheme and she only got 2 months in prison. 2 fucking months in prison. If she was a regular everyday person doing shit like that, she would not get anywhere near 2 months in prison. I'm just so fucking sick of your stature in society dictating whether or not you play by the same rules as everyone else. If one is a detestable human being and is doing horrible things like drugging and raping several women throughout the decades, then they should absolutely face appropriate accountability for their actions. I don't give a shit if they were once a beloved celebrity. Who fucking cares? They deserve the absolute worst that is coming to them because they are an absolute scumfuck of a human being. It's already unfortunate that Cosby only finally started facing scrutiny for his horrid actions so late in life where he wasn't even a threat anymore, but this just pours so much more salt on the wound. I really feel for all the women who are victims of his absolutely heinous crimes, and while we're at it, I feel for anyone who has yet to come out against their abusers. Because what the fuck kind of precedent does this set? Hey, victim of an extremely traumatic event that you've been scarred by for probably years on end at this point, if you come out against your abuser, there's a chance that your abuser walks away scot-free. And on top of that, you'll get a litany of people calling you a liar, or making up any excuse under the sun to try to justify why that traumatic event happened to you in the first place. It's absolutely sickening, the kind of society that we live in. It's bad enough that Cosby walks away free, but on top of that, you have this legion of dumb fucks saying shit like, "We stand with you, Bill. We knew you were innocent this whole time." Fuck off. This is why I cannot stand celebrity culture and celebrity worship in general, because it's one thing to be a fan of a celebrity, love the things that they put out or are involved in, but if it gets to the point where you idolize a celebrity so much that if a story of them drugging and raping 50 plus women comes out and you defend them and try to find ways to discredit their accusers, there's a big problem with you. And why? Why do it? The celebrity doesn't know you, nor do they give a shit about you, so why adamantly defend someone who is essentially a complete stranger? The idolization of celebrities leads to real world harm, and social media has only exacerbated the issue because now we have stan accounts. People basing their whole personalities and public personas surrounding one celebrity, and it's very weird and very creepy, and I really wish more people would discuss this because this kind of behavior leads people to excuse horrible things like what Bill Cosby did. Now, I don't think there are many Bill Cosby stan accounts. I'm pretty confident that most of these people are people who just remember watching The Cosby Show with their families back in the 80s or whenever the fuck, and they still have this pristine image of him being America's dad and can't imagine him doing horrible things like this, despite never knowing him personally. The point still stands, though. His status has most certainly played a part in his conviction being overturned, and definitely has played a part in people defending his actions, maligning his accusers, saying they're liars, or trying to justify what happened to them. If Cosby was a regular Joe Schmo doing things like this, he would not give a fuck whatsoever. In fact, he would most likely condemn him, say he has nothing but the worst coming from him, he deserves to be prosecuted by the fullest extent extent of the law, hell awaits him. But since he's quote-unquote America's dad, you love him, and you will excuse anything he does, even if that includes drugging and raping several women throughout the decades. And hey, I'm gonna say it, this only supports the existence of rape culture, especially when the accused are beloved celebrities. So many people's first instinct is not to take claims like this seriously, but instead try to trivialize what happened to the victim. Try to blame the victim for what happened to them. Ask questions like, well, why were you even in a position where this happened to you in the first place? Or, what were you wearing? Or go the extra mile and say, no, you're lying, or anything of the sort. This line of thinking is way too prevalent amongst humans, and it's something that I wish we could begin to dismantle, but unfortunately so many people still deny such a concept, and are like, I denounce rape anytime I hear about it, I hate rape, but I'll still defend a celebrity who has drugged and raped several women over the course of decades, but still rape is bad, totally. No one should be idolized, no one should be seen as heroes, because human beings are a very flawed species, and certain human beings have some pretty massive skeletons in their closet, including people you would least expect to have such secrets, and they may very well be the person that you've looked up to for so long. Liking the creations made by a certain celebrity, or the creations a certain celebrity was involved in, is not a justification for sexual assault, plain and simple. And there's one more thing I want to discuss in this video. This is by no means whatsoever quote-unquote justice for black Americans. That is literally something Bill Cosby's spokesperson said in response to his conviction being overturned. It's pretty fucking disgusting to twist and distort the BLM movement into something that would be in favor of someone as horrible as Bill Cosby walking away scot-free. And congratulations, you just gave more ammo to the dumb fucks who love to throw around the BLM supports criminals straw man. Ugh. Anyways, I'm done for real here now. That's all I have to say. Bye-bye.